being kind. Now, when we speak to Apostle Nelly as a qualified woman of God and a qualified marriage counselor, she's not only talking to married people, she's also talking to you. Yes, you are not yet married. Unachi ring on your finger. Hey, good morning, sweetheart. Yes, she's still talking to you. And also to the ones who are saying, and no, she's going to change your mind. Because marriage is beautiful. Auntie Apostle.
Very true. How
Wonderful.
are you, Becky?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm blessed.
Good to see you too. Today's topic is not really a popular one, but a very necessary one because we go through life. Hey, when is the next harsh word going to come and all of that. So we are talking about the benefits of being kind. Having a kind partner can bring numerous benefits to a relationship and individual well-being. Some of the benefits include that emotional support that we're always talking about. But in a relationship, can a person emotional support? Like that emotional support is needed. Trust is also increased. Improved communication because you like talking to your person because are kind even with their words, not just in giving but their words. Mashoko anotaurwa jaiwo ari kind even kana chikutsura anokutsura zvinemutsa kwete kuti wakutotukwa nemabody parts akubatwa paya achikutuka. Yes, conflict resolution. You resolve conflicts better when you're with a kind partner. Mental health benefits. Even your mind is at ease. It's at peace when you're with a partner who is kind. And increased happiness. Who doesn't want to be happy? Who doesn't want to? I mean, I don't think anyone gets married to say, I want to be miserable in my marriage. People are focused on being happy. And then it creates also a stronger bond. Shared kindness and empathy can deepen the emotional connection between partners, strengthening their bond. Mom, before we play the audio clip, I just want to hear from you. When you met Baba, remember the last time you told us a story that you told him your birthday was next week. After he said, can you be my girlfriend? You were like, okay, fine, I'll give you a chance. But you know what? I'm celebrating my birthday next week. And then he discovered later on that your birthday wasn't even in the month. Anywhere close. It was like next year, the following year. And it's like, wait a minute, how many?
Next year.
When is my birthday, Mangani? But you said you wanted to test and see.
Peggy, akuna, like you said, akuna mnasingadi munari kind. Even the cruel ones, they want munari kind.
You very cruel.
You are cruel. Hey. Yeah, because more cruelty are one of what very kind. Vano justify why they are cruel.
Tough love.
Ndakanga ndisina kudai so inini ndakazochinjwa nevanhu ndakazodini. But the bottom line is everyone wants to be around someone who's kind. Kunyanyisisa your partner, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Unoda munhu ari kind because munhu ari kind anoita zvinhu sekunge ndiye ari kuzviitirwa. They consider others. It's not them first. They are selfless.
Right.
Vanhu ari kind vanoti let the pain come to me and not to somebody else.
Oh wow.
Yeah, vanoti I would rather suffer.
I'm trying to think if I'm kind now. What?
Yeah, vanoti let pain yacho ikauya ndiri better, I know how to deal with it. But ikaenda kuna back, I'm not sure kuti anozoikwanisa here.
Okay.
So ndopa unoona pa unovhikirwa dzimwe nyaya usingafani kutombovhikirirwa because ari kukutyira kuti my wife zvikasvika zvibhakira zviri kubva kuna mai vangu zvikasvika zviri raw, mukadzi wangu anovhiringika, or zviri kubva kuna hanzvadzi yangu, or even my sister. I want to protect my sister because zviri kutaurwa izvi nemaneighbors nehama zvikasvika kwaari Charity zvinomuvhiringidza. So anoti ndoda kuita punching bag, anoti inini ndini ngandirowe and iwewe uwane zviri nani. So vanhu vari kind vanonetsa to come across because it's a rare gem. Vanoshupa kuwana because havawanikwe but variko zvekuti
very kind.
Very variko vanhu kind.
Was his kindness really important to you?
Yeah, it was. After, in fact, this person was kind.
Yeah,
to deal with someone like me, he was kind and tolerant. Yeah, because not kuti ndiri tough and gindagurira. No,
yes.
I was timid. Ndaitya the background dzinongoaffecta vana kusvika dzinongowa kungotya zvekuti I don't think I have a voice. I don't think I can say anything nakanzwa.
So you needed someone to deal with you in kindness, to actually bring out that confidence.
Perfect.
Wow.
Yes. So when you came into my life, you saw the potential. You didn't see what you saw. You saw the potential. And then I said, that woman can be a great woman. And one thing that you always told me was, you have a teachable spirit. Because so he did it in kindness. And remember, ndapinda muchibasa chinoda kuti nditange kutomira pamberi pevanhu nditoparidza and ndiri musikana. I was never a youth leader, neither was I was never in any board. I was just a congregant. And ndisina kuwira maoko emunhu ari kind. And I think this potential would have been unleashed. But yakapuritswa pachena ne-kindness.
I like that.
Hakuna munhu asina chaasingagoni. Kana boyfriend yako, girlfriend yako, munhu wese ukaona potential iri maari chari kuda kindness yekufushunura yekuti tipuritse pachena zvinhu zvakadyarwa naMwari mukati make. So kindness, especially in my marriage, really played a very big role. Yeah, a very big role.
We've got Apostle Gwatidzo in studio, lunchtime recharge. We're talking about kind partners. So there's an audio that I'm going to play, Ma, and then we'll derive our questions from it. So this lady recently got married. She had her long-term boyfriend, and then eventually they got married. So throughout their relationship, I'm post ari boyfriend, I'm post ari fiance, and continued posting ari husband. I was like, hey, her story ended well, and the man was kind.
Pandakapfimbwa nababoko pane mukomana aindida ndinzi saka vanga vasati vamukomana wangu vari pastor kuchechi kwedu but vaiva nini kutadza kufunga kuti mashanyirawo frekwensi yacho ndofunga, but he was so kundiita kunyatsondivhara undisatomboona kuti vane interest, but vangori baba vangu vekuchechi. Saka taziva mukomana yaindida taitomunyeya manje ipo tonditi but mudei ari right tichi ndikati no unoza ndakamurambira chi wadoro nekuputa futa because zvazviri against my beliefs.
Yes.
Saka ndikati no, I will never. So vaitouya vari advocate wake, but ari right, anga ari chef chakadaroko vakati because ye mukomana yanga ati ndatochata daurira but ndatoona mukwasha, but sei muri kudaro no. Nandozi yanga ichangotanga kuya muZimbabwe.
Mukati what?
Saka 1994 thereabout. Saka taitengerwa nandozi yedu ina baba wangu. Todya, tonyeya munhu. Votomunditi mudei, sikira mangwana mudzei. Votodzoka ifiko ndamuudza ndoti handina because handisanda chinja maprinciples angu. So munhu anomwa doro naanoputa fodya no.
Yeah.
Iyo kwakuchindisepresa one day kwauchiti indatumwa nevanhu vekuchechi kwedu kuti muzotengerawo stationary. So I went pane Kingston's yanga iri pana Jason Moyena second.
Right.
So ndakazoenda nekuna George Silondika ndotora mastreets anasi. So he was sitting papa in a wimpy. Saka vanhu vaitogara panze pepe vachidya chikafu chavo. So that's where he was. So when I saw him, he said, pandidaidza paya. Daddy, pandatoenda paya. Hakwasa chichichi. Twazikuona ndikatobva ndotora stationary what ndandatumwa na youth leader. Saka ndokumhanya kubasa. Zvanzi airotokudze. Pusa ndazoenda vati vandinamatirika kuti nditsvage ndiwane mukomana akanaka.
Okay.
So he said, Mwari akatidaira.
That was his pickup line.
Prayer request yedu. Pana ndina akaonda kwa prayer request. Zvanzi yekwasha. Kandi makaona kaitese. Zvanzi mironzo. So he straight his hand. And I touched him. Then he held me and said, Ndini.
Oh my God.
Ndakamugona kutora handbag. Mabhuku ese zvese ndakazvisiya ipapo and I walked back to work. Ndaishanda painzi kunzwa naLobos opposite Nambiya neand opposite my birth certificate. I don't even know how I got there. I don't even know ndakakwira sei mastep. Ndagara pasi. Chakunditambudza bheki. Chicha ndisina kutaura. because
But I said everything.
Everything. Kundemudza baba wangu ka. I did my prayers.
But wasn't the a thought of fear kuti ndizvo here zvavataura? Is he not trying to pull a number on me?
No, I couldn't believe it. And tell you what, I never saw him 30 days after he said that. I would
Njenga.
and then he sent mzukuru wake just to tell me madeti angu.
Hey!
He
He was like, listen, you are not, listen, you are not thinking straight right now. It's okay, I'll think for you. I'll think for both of us, actually. My dates angu, they are.
That was now November, right? And Zewa akuti takatombo because I was engaged in December. I got married in January. Pandachata April. Because ndakasongodzwa kuti madate ndo ama kunonotsa nezvama kutete zvekusandume. Ndakatopedza.
Aiwa indakatsogarirwa pasi. And then oh my God.
And because of his kindness now, haikupe time yokudi man yokufunga. Saka ndagara ndizowaza kuti makandibatirira because andinyatsaremember ndichizoti yes in.
Oh yeah. No, he was smooth. He had game.
I've never said yes or no.
Yes. No. Probably in the Bible where they said and then they dated. I don't want and then
you found a wife.
You find a wife.
You found a
wife.
Yes,
found a wife. All right, so we're going to play this audio. This lady then talks about a kind partner and what women should actually be looking for in a relationship. So here's the audio. Listeners, you can also chime in and let us know what it is that you think about this audio. Her name is Tony Tone on Instagram.
And that is like a man having 5,000 in his bank account and buying you a $50 gift card. Some of you will see like a celebrity or an influencer get this lavish gift from their partner, right? And you'll be like, oh my God, like he must really love her. You know what the better barometer is? Because unfortunately, people get these gifts and they still get hurt, they still get disrespected, they still get cheated on. A better barometer is if the man is kind to them. Or if you're thinking about yourself, the man is kind to you. When you're worth a lot of money, spending money is nothing. It's actually nothing. But can you actually be loyal to your partner? Can you respect the commitment of your relationship? Do you speak to your partner with kindness? Do you treat them with kindness? If you've got a guy that is kind to you and he respects you, he respects your relationship, he's loyal to you, he loves you, he moves with kindness, oh my God, and he's buying you stuff, okay, you won. But material gestures without emotional investment actually doesn't mean that much. Ifs and stuff, it's all nice, everybody loves that. I'm not suggesting they don't, but don't use that as your barometer. A man buying something, that's not the barometer. Before the guys come and misconstrue this entire video, that doesn't mean you shouldn't buy your girl anything or give her gifts if you're kind, if you're loyal. Like, do both. That's my point. That's the point of this video.
Right, so in the video she's saying, yes, a man can buy you gifts and everything, but if he's not kind, what's the point? And even if and then she also goes on to say the man can be rich, and then he buys you a car worth maybe 1% of his wealth. For him it's like a drop in the ocean. And then they are going, oh my gosh, so she's just saying, I'm not saying if the rich man comes to you murambe, but mubvume based on his kindness, and also how he treats you, how he speaks to you. He may have money, because tinevasikana vakawanda mama vari kuenda kune varume vane mari, achaconsider any other thing, akungoti ane mari and that's all I want. Obviously there's things that come into consideration or come into play, their own background, her own background, kuti ndakakura ndichitambura ini ndada kumbozorora ndoswera ndichikuti ndini ndiri kushanda, I want someone who's just going to look after me. And then they do find them the man, but the man is not kind. Now kuti abude relationship hazvichagoni
because
ajaira comfort, but that comfort haina kindness mairi. So a rich man approaches a young lady, the first thing she's going to see is the dollar signs. Then she's going to get really excited. At what point does she look at kindness? Should I be looking at kindness first and then the dollar signs? Or?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's kindness first. Because you are reminding me of women who have been privileged to have men who are rich. Vane zvese beki mumba mune zvese any type of furniture that you can think of. Mafridge anogara akazara with everything that you know chinoda kuve refrigerated. My wardrobes, they are full and everything. But that woman will still tell you that I'm not enjoying anything. Acha enjoy now because chakuta and this enjoy. It's because material things are there, but kindness is not there. Like unosiya watengerwa hafu yemombe, yescom fridge, watengerwa chese chaunongofunga kuti unoda chosiya chatengwa, but the man you don't see him. And when you ask him, anenge akaloda kudhara, it's a loaded gun. Pauri kungomubvunza, he pulls the trigger. Yemashoko.
Yo, sure.
Saka unozoona kuti rugare sometimes runotangira in mind yatinoti peace of mind. Peace of mind inouya nepartner who is kind. If you can't have a kind partner and you have everything kazhinji you don't enjoy life. Beki kune vanhu vanogara muchimba chikebhini chemapuranga chiya, and then muchipfuura nepamba pavo pamanotochengeta pamba pevanhu stand yevanhu, but muchipfuura nepapo imega munopedzera, because laughter is contagious. Unoguma nemakuseka because munotozwa papa vacho debhesera amai acho achidairawo neauto and vana toide tisosopurani mumba muchiratidza kuti mune life. Patouya kuimba inonzi imba nevanhu vanoti vakaiona kuti
madziro acho
there's no laughter.
Oh my gosh.
There's no conversation. There's no dialogue. There's no intimacy. There's completely nothing. It's a desert. Hakuna mukadzi anoenjoy that. Chiro kavhara ko vanhu kuti as long as panza pachindona ndine Brazilian hair, of course, but deep inside you are not happy. Happiness comes with kindness.
Yeah.
Beki hakuna chinhu chakaoma sekuti there are times when you need munhu wako, not mari.
Yeah.
You need munhu wako. Iye ofunga kuti he can be substituted nemari. Problem yacho ndikuti madrive yako nemari yese yauri kuda. I don't want money. I want you. Ndoda kutaura newe. Ndoda kunzwikwa newe. I want to be held by you. But he's not there and he's not kind. Masoko acho anokanda, even mari yacho yakazara apo, you can't enjoy it. Saka ndopatinongotaura kuvasikana apa kuti sometimes zvaunoda zvinhu kudaro kukunda mufaro wako, you are being short-sighted because ukapinda nekuti mami nemai unoenjoy 1 or 2 years. The 3rd year, honestly, he heard from me chawakuda ya kindness.
In your counseling experience and the years that you've been doing this, how many marriages have you counseled because one of the partners was not kind?
Ndo akawanda acho.
Hataura nenyu zvakanaka, hana mashoko akanaka.
Ndo akawanda acho. And you know what? It's just not men.
Really?
Nevakadzi futi, there are women who are not kind.
Who are wicked.
Ungaudza munhu here bheki chero uriwo uchiziva kuti amwene vangu vakazenge vamboroorwa kwana baba ndobva marriage yaramba vazoenda. It was not by choice. But ungashinga here kuudza murume kuti unotaurira chiko iwewe una mai vakatadza marriage. Handisa kutaura wedhi racho chairo
because of course.
Because munhu ari cruel anothrowa anything out of your mouth. Anofungisa shoko raMwari rinoti vanhu vachinetsana nyaya yenguruve nezvinodyiwa chichi. Bhaibheri rinoziva kuti chinotodyiwa hachina basa pane chinobuda. Muri kuramba kudya nguruve asi mukanwa menyumo munobuda zvinhu zvakaora. Munhu ari cruel bheki zvekuti murume ndiye anoenda kubasa. Amai ava chava kutora mari, votenga zvavanoda ivo, votenga chikafu chavanoda kudya pamba. Baba voshayiswa chero bus fare. Zvekusvika pakuti murume wacho anofanira kumuka na 4 kuti atange rwendo kufamba kubva kuWarren Park kana kuti kwavanogara kufamba into town kuti abate 6 o'clock.
No, what kind?
Iwo sara zvavo vanofantadzia vachidi anoenjoya zvinhu zvinoshandwa nemurume at his expense. Iye murume achirarama upenyu hunorwadza hwokuita kunge pamba pasingauye mai. But this woman is just cruel. kune vanhu vari cruel back zvekuti avanzwe kuti zvandaita, especially kindness inyanya kuonekwa nepamuromo. Out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. Saka we can only know what is inside you when you speak.
Saka vanoti hasha veve. They are not even kind themselves.
There is a war inside them. And unfortunately, wakazorora munhu ane hondo iri mukati make. Like, listen to this. I will not say the year or what, but I will just tell you, I had a situation whereby the woman was just not kind. She was just hard. Until I said to the husband, I then discovered she was abused when she was a young girl. Saka akangozvidza akabva apinda self-defense mode yekuti anda kuzvidefenda even when it's not necessary. And as a result, you end up being cruel. Because munhu wauri kurwa naye havasiri sekuru vako vakakuabusa vaye. This one is just a man who actually wanted to make a life with you, but now you're fighting him as if he and him muridzi wemhosva dzese.
Which is not fair.
Kwoita varumewo vasiri kind back zvekuti wakaroora mwana nherera, but unotopfuurira pamberi nekumushungurudza. Apa akatomboshungurudzwa nekufirwa, iwewe you also unotosunga imwe hata yekunyatso akudengezera rafu yekuti akangotaura chinhu ndongomuti akangotaura. There are benefits dzinowanikwa pakuroorwa nepartner who is kind. Dzakawandisa beki. Chero uchirwara unopora. Bhaibheri rinoti mwoyo inonzi chinyama inorwara, sorry, mwoyo wakafara unobatsira muviri kupora. So mwoyo unotofara nezvaunonzwa. Faith comes by hearing. So what you hear, you have faith. Munhu ari cruel zvekuti ndakamborwarirwa nemwana wangu rimwe gore ndikagara muparire nyatwa hospital for a week. Mai vanga vari panext nenuda, so murume wavo aiuya na 10 to 10. Was happening at 10 o'clock, my parents. So aiuya na 10 to 10. Can you tell me kuti munhu ari kupinda na 10 to 10 auyazoona mwana akati ayazongokutora in drive yayazotora munhu kuenda kumba. And always kana baba vabuda aigona ainditi ende zvenyu postaiswera tese kaimombo takarinda wedu akari first born kasaka kaiswera tese imombo tichiona chiremba tichi imbomubate ruoko imbomuyamwisa pandiri kuyamwisa papa uchiuya wondotsigira nemusoro kudai uyamwise zvakanaka unyanyire. Saka when this woman would see aizosara kuti makarobafadzwa.
Oh wow.
Then I would say, but mwana ndewenyu mese zvonzi muchaona nguva dzaanouya 10 to 10 p.m. paiwe wasikomira kumakumba mubhedha masikira sei hari sei. Saka ndokumirira kumotikari otobuda. Unoita nhombo beki ugoenda wega kumaternity ugonobara asipo.
That's rough.
So
no, that's rough. And I hear a lot of stories. There's a friend of mine who was also pregnant at the same time that I was pregnant. So we were checking on each other during the pregnancies. And at some points, I felt like I was showing off.
But you're actually the normal one.
I felt like I was showing off, and then when she then opened up and mentioned what was happening, I was like, no, man. I felt so bad. And I was like, I'm so grateful that God gave me a husband who is hands-on and wants to be involved in every step. Mom, I would actually say to him, no, you don't need to come. This one I can go by myself. Because he wanted to be there for every visit, every session and all. And Uyu, I told you, and I was like, okay, when you made the baby, were you by yourself or were you together? Did you ask, can we make the baby now?
And I want to think by good kindness is actually a gift from God.
But you also brought out a very important point about the kindness. When you said out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So even in as much as it is a gift from God, what is inside here?
And the unfortunate thing is munhu akamboti ndinoda. Inini ndipindureiwo, even the listeners, they have to answer me.
Yeah.
How do you hate something you love?
Kutorwadzisa.
Intentionally, kutoti ndoda kumufixa, akumugadzirira size nomukwana, kwakutoronga uipi, kwakutostrategiza kuti ndichatanga ndamuti, iye akanditi ndobva ndamuti, ndobva ndabuda ende handidzoke. How do you plan that if you are normal? Uipi wowo unobva kupi, kwauri kuna Satani kana kuti mumhepo? Tell us, because honestly speaking, even if uri mukadzi, how do you tuka murume wako kuti uri rombe? How do you actually open up your mouth and say those words? Beki unoziva kuti kune zvarume zviri kurana mabusiness, not because zvinogona zvekuti, but zvine ma-supporting wives, zvine ma-kind wives. Chinongoudzwa so chikati unoziva kuti handifunga kuti autenga kamota ndima ndakaita ka-indrive, zvinoita dedi, zvinoita. Ma-indrive mazvano ari kuita mari zvekuita mari zviya, zvinoita dedi. I'll pray about it, I'll support you. Zvotoita chero market yakaflood netumotikari, because there is someone who is kind mashure kwake, who supports and encourages. Kwakuita baba uno ndira kuita indrive, itai animakambaita tutexpire tukati mwata kutichengetera ukupa pamhai futi shavira urombe rekumusha kwenyu rauyo. Haiwere iwawo ute chinhu chinobuda, inotoshiya kuti urombe hwakadai sendisina kuona. Saka watotakaona urombe, watotakaona kunyura kwezvinhu, watotaka, and you are the partner.
I refuse to believe, Mom, that there are women who speak like that to their husbands.
So you guys, don't know women.
Guys, which woman is speaking to her husband like
My
that?
God. Okay.
Your husband is coming to you saying, my man, I want to plan something that will help the family. What do I want? But count me out.
Inena handisi mazviri. Kona ibheki munhu anoya achiti ishanhasi audit yanga ichinziri kuya muswe mande apa mabhuks angu anotombomira bhosha ndito. Ndakakutaurira. Ndakakuudza kubvira kudhara kuti zvinhu zvako zvese hapana chiri straight. Vauya kama audit. Ndokutopera kwari ndikasapera undibvunza.
No, ladies, are you doing this? Are you doing this to your husbands and your partners? I'm standing for you. I say I refuse. Which woman is speaking to her husband like that?
Becky.
That woman does not need to be married.
But they are married.
Like that?
Yes.
And the men stay?
The men stay, yes. Ooh. Because kwadzinorohwa matumbu ndokwadzinobvanyira. Vavarume vanotofunga kutiza vakatotiza vakadzi vakanaka. Ava vanoitwa ikai havana kuvanenda. My inbox is full, man, Becky. I would give you read the whole day. It's like a book. Actually, you'll be very confused.
What is going on?
Yes.
Yeah, they still married.
Yesterday I was on live and I was talking about vakadzi sevarume vachidai vakwasha vachivengwa munovengere vakwasha. And then this boy said, Mama, I want to come to inbox. Can I? The more pandakasenda ku inbox, there were 10 of them crying about what these women are doing. Women be kind.
But Mom, okay, let me just paint a picture for you. I'm trying to step into the shoes of these unkind women. What if it was a case of this man was never really kind to them from day one, and it was a bit difficult for them to leave the relationship? Now they're like 15 years, 8 years into this relationship, into the marriage. Now the wheels have turned. So now I can say whatever the heck I want to say. So I'm not going to think of kind words. I'm going to give you back what you gave me.
But does two wrongs make a right?
No, they don't. But for now, it feels nice.
But do you know that, Becky, as a woman and as a mother, what are your children learning from you, from what you're doing?
Come on.
Yeah. Could we throw any word that comes? Mbamedu munogadzirwa ma-missiles ne-nuclear war. Isusu tinongopotsera chau yacho. Kune vanhu vari rough, Becky, zvekuti nevana vavo va rough. Muraini rese vanozikana kuti vana veapa vakakutuka unoyamba ukarara.
Hanzi Mama, how do you respond to a man or husband who is unkind? Ndaedza ndikaedza, but haana shoko rakanaka rinobuda mukana.
Shame. Sorry, sweetie. Why am I saying sorry? Hauna zvaunogona kuita.
Okay.
Yeah, but ndinokukumbira kuti iwewe don't lose your kindness, because you don't know what to love.
She mustn't lose her kindness.
Why, Becky? You don't know where life is taking you. Remember, Nabal was very rough and Abigail was very kind.
Yeah.
And 10 days after David came, God killed him. And then Abigail, David came back to take Abigail as his wife. Daakazenga achikopa rafu kuna Nabal manje. Paazoenda kunoita first lady aizonoita sei manje. Saka usafe usadzidziswe tsika dzekuve unkind because you don't know where God is taking you.
Right.
Unogona kuramba uchiri marriage iyoyo, but God promotes you. Business wise, you end up a CEO. How do you operate your CEO and a rafu anoita sei manje?
So don't compromise on
Don't
your
compromise on your kindness. Regedza munhu ane uipi hwake agare nawo. Pamwe akuda kutofa wozororwa nemumwe murume akanaka wakadzidziswa rafu first marriage, unogara sei? Pamwe munorambana, let's not ngatege kutiza reality. Pamwe munorambana and then God gives you a good man. But nekuti wakadzidza rafu ku first marriage, unogara sei ne a kind man?
Because I can imagine if the man is unkind. Unosvika pakuti heniwewo
zvinhu zvaunenge uchinzwa kunoguma newakutochitaurawo futi.
Because women are sponges.
Unotozoita futi greater than you. Students are always greater than their teachers.
Ipapo
unenge watochimasta manje wakunyatsoziva kuti ndopanoudza mwapewa ndiri vana vacho vari kuti vana vako nyana udza kuti ndevako.
Done. And then the table has flipped. It's
but
the end.
mukadzi ari ngotsvaga kuti ndikuti dyo nekuti wanditiwo. Ndaitsura somebody ihama yangu recently achiti murume akanotuka achiti urema namuti nditori hure riri nani pane hure amai vako vakaita vana 12 nana baba vakasiya.
Jeso, but that's rough. Like, no, that kind of language should not even. No. You see kwatiri kutaura murume wacho iye ari rafu moto, but wedu ndiyanga akanaka asi atendeutswawo naye apindawo pai but agreta manje akuti utaura hure hwakwenini kuhamai vako. So don't lose your kindness. Don't lose your integrity. Remain there. Yes. Come back. Yes. And be kind. Yes. I think that's like hot coals on the person's head. Munozeti vari unkind vari rafa vanozviziva kuti munhu ari kind. Vanotaura kuna vamwe vasha vanoziva kuti pamwe pacho handabhaisa. But makuti vanonetsera manje chiro kamudzunga chiro kamuita adaire manje. Anotokudayira zvokuti unotozonyara manje. Kuti sorry wotori wrong man. Vanotozviziva. They know that you are kind. Saka chirega kukopa bhuku redofo kana uchikopa dhoiri. Baba mutukudzi vakati kopa dhoiri rakanaka. Yes. And from Anonymous, Galatians 5 verse 22, the fruit of the spirit inotodiwa muwanano. Like you must have the fruit of the spirit. On the other hand, vakadzi havana kutanga vari unkind. Pane behind the scenes anenge akaitika. Usually varume vanenge vakachita or some similar heartbreaking issues. Vabvunzei vakanzi vacho vari unkind. But what is it that made you unkind? I want to agree and disagree at the same time. Why am I agreeing? It's very true. Some women vakauya varorwa nevanhu vari rafu vatanga kurafurwa kusvika vapindawo chikoro chacho ndobva vatozochipasawo ezvinova harafu. But some of them Becky havana kuchinjwa nevarume vavo, vakachinjwa nemakuriro avakaita. Yes, this is something another listener said. And the background. Take a look at the broken background. Yes. And another one said background in these issues of being kind or unkind. Mwana kubva ari mudiki Rebecca achingonzwa vanhu vachingotukana. Kana kutukwa iye wacho kutukwa, kurohwa, kusukiswa ndiro pakati peusiku kudini. Saka zvinoitwa zvinopinda mutsinga dzake zvekuti anybody who comes mu area mu territory make ari already defensive. Chero asati atotadzirwa. Saka she has a fighting spirit. Kati munhu warorwa naye is very polite. Kumba kwaari kubva akaudzwa nyaya importance of politeness. What. Yeah. Saka politeness ne rough. Imvura ne oil. Zvitosangana. Yeah, so I like that point. I think from the whole discussion, that point, Yekuti, don't change. Don't be moved. Please remain kind. Don't change. Yes, respond softly or don't respond. And ever more unkind. Don't change. Don't change. You're preaching a gospel to your children and to yourself. Yeah, because children learn from what's happening in the home.
Yes.
Before they learn it outside, they learn it in the home. And then
Like
they compare.
akuna munhu ari sweet, ari kind, anofa asina kuiexperience kana kuireceive from somewhere. Never. Remember the book says, temo munda uchinji chaunochigara unochikowa. Normally we want to think that it's on the negative side, even on the positive side. You will reap it one of the days.
So, yeah.
Either you reap it mumba makwemo, but you will reap it somewhere.
Kindness will come back.
Kindness, ukangoijigara, it will find its way back to you. So don't change.
All right. So pane munhu who's been unkind. Batwa nemashoko anzi ndibatsire ndoita sei.
Chinja. Ashtombodura. Paipa weda kuti futseke. Sadaro. Tangofunga. Of what rinochinjwa. Opposite yacho ndeyekuti oh, I think it was a mistake.
Yeah.
Another thing, Becky, if you want to be kind, don't look for your rights, look for your responsibilities.
If you want to change,
don't think kuti zvakanaka zvese zvinofanira kungoitirwa iwewe. Why is how no, sometimes also think about others. Kuti kana zvanakira Becky today, I always say muupenyu ukaona zvichinakira vamwe usaite godo, usaite cruel, usaite rough. Becky kana zvamunakira nhasi, saka queue iri kufamba. Tomorrow it's me. Pano kuti why Becky and why not me? Don't pandangira unkindness ipapa.
Right.
Learn to say congratulations. Learn to say I'm happy for you. Mwana wa Becky anga ari grade 7 akuda ne 6 units. Usati makorokoto said of what? No one sabasa ere. Be kind. Congratulations, Becky. I'm happy for
Genuinely.
you. Can I tell someone of Becky of what my friend's son? Congratulations. Uchirevesa. It will still come back to you. Wako ya 0 grade nas anaipasa grade 7 boso wakaida iri kumba kwa Becky. Mwari ana hunhu hwekupa munhu chinhu chaanoshora chiri kune umwe.
At the back there mazvinzwa here.
Kona kuti Becky kana ari happy kumba kwake nemurume wake nemarriage yake. Be happy for her. Zvisina basa kuti baba wako akwazi kutoziva kwavari. Vane 3 days. Vakadzima foni. Vari kudumbu rehove. But Becky akabva kufona, you know what, today it's my husband's birthday. Saka tiri kuenda kuMickles for dinner. Say, Becky, I'm happy for you. Kindness will still come back to you, because if you show Becky kindness, tomorrow kindness will look for you. Chinenge chachikwereti.
We've got 9 minutes before we wrap this up, Mama. What are we looking at in terms of we've been treated bad? Yes, you told us don't change. Ramba uri kind, ramba uri soft. Don't let the other person's character or attitude force a change on you. Yes. What else am I doing? How am I speaking to myself? How am I taking care of myself? Maybe I've been dealt with unkindly, and also from the point of, hey, I've been unkind. Yes, you said change. Yes, focus on your responsibilities, and that's a quicker way of turning around.
Yeah, and also Becky, kana munhu wanga wakaipa kana kuti wakatadzirwa stereki. The other thing tinokubatsira kukasika kuramba kumaintaina you is to look for vanhu but not support system.
Support system, yeah.
Inokubatsira to usaluza your sanity. Anditi ungori mukadzi, you don't go to women fellowships ku church, tanga kuenda. When you hear other women talk about their challenges, their experiences, then you tell yourself, yo, but you don't babadi, and you then usagare uri wega. Don't close yourself alone. Shokugara wega shokushaya munhu you know mvura iri stagnant inoguma yaita mazerere.
Oh yes.
But a flowing river inoramba ine mvura iri fresh. Go to other people and okupati kwa Becky waende koko so one woman who stand up and say varume vakazodai and oh vari kutusvika saka baba dinge vasatosvika vari nani. So when you come back home une new energy,
better appreciation.
Yes, saka unokwanisa kuvafesa futi wane perspective yatisiyane. Mati ukaswera urumba wakakiya dho uchichema pano yano achitutsira pakakupa nezuva achitutsira pakakupa nezuva. You have anonzi me time. Go for shopping. Chiro sina mari, unotenderera. watsoka zvakakumba wanani, go to church. Paunodzoka wabeta, go for a party. Paunodzoka wabeta, associate with other people very different from baba ekera kana mai ekera. Baba ningende kuona bhora uko kunoonekwa bhora dawamwe varume, when you come back amai ekera vari kwakotsira, and then you sneak in bed and sleep. Vachapatika vanenge vari kudari sweet. Mukaramba muchivanzwa achira unoramba uchipinga chii.
Right.
Saka poto chimbovatiza uchimbodaro.
And we go deeper, Mama. Tiri kudzidza tinotenda Mama Evangelist Gwatidzo, and truly thank you for the teaching. Mama, how do you help a young lady? She's age 30. Akakura chona vabereki vachirovana, and she has sworn kuti I will never get married. But musikana akanaka, very beautiful. Twitter say don't batsira say.
Sweetheart, there's a man out there who's actually waiting for you. That man is kind. That man is loving and caring. Go out there and meet him. Meet your boss. Remember Ruth, he had a very rough background and past. Kafir at a very tender age. But when the time to meet Boaz, akasangana nemunhu akazomunyaradza upenyu hwake hwese. And today we read about Jesus Christ, the genealogy yaJesu muna Ruth, the Moabite. Don't give up because of what you saw. Actually, after what you saw and what you went through, God might be thinking of comforting you, and He can only do that through a good husband. Right.
Mama, I haven't been kind, and I want to start being kind. But what if my kindness is not received?
It doesn't matter. Start being kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself first, baby. Love yourself, bath yourself, take yourself out, and in the process, you also meet a kind person. Because kwa kutambira kondoko vano wanikwa warutaura kuti kindness yangu, and why iwe uchangobva mukuita unkind wakutoda kindness
ndachinja kamaitiro
aiwa imbomira mchana
imbomira
mana ramba uchimbodyara and soon and very soon you shall meet the right person you are looking for.
Right, and the mental health aspect of things, it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, almost coming to an end, but a lot of focus was around men and them being healthy mentally. To the man who hasn't been kind or continues to be unkind, what word of encouragement do you have for that man?
If you are unkind and you are a man, I want you to know you are not hurting anyone. You are hurting yourself. Because it's you who is not enjoying life. Because every time you are planning of something that is miserable to someone, and in return, you reap that. Tarisisa upenyu wako undiudze kuti unkindness yangu, am I enjoying my own life? You can't enjoy what you are not sowing. So in return, you think you fix some kinds of fix. No, you're fixing yourself. You're living a miserable life. Check your life. I didn't say check your bank balance. I said check your life. Vasikana vazhinji varufunga kuti kudada navo vachikuda vachidini. They don't love you. They love you. They are just in love with your money. You are not living a good life. Change today, my son, and enjoy your life.
0719-100-404. We've got 3 minutes to wrap up today's conversation for lunchtime. I'm sure this issue is just making you think. You're probably making your way back to work. You're done with school run, and you're just thinking, how have I been living my life? Have I been kind? Have I been treated with kindness? How am I going to continue treating others in kindness? Or how am I going to continue treating this person who's been unkind to me? Hands down, Mama, don't change your character. You continue being soft. Yes, continue being kind.
Continue to forgive.
Oh, that's a big one.
Because
you can continue to be kind
and not forgive.
You can continue to have soft words.
Softness mochiti asi ndinoziyamusha makaita muna 2021.
Let's take a caller. Hello, caller. Hi, what's your contribution on kindness in marriage?
And I've been kind all the days of my life, but I decided this is enough. I can no longer be kind. So I'm very grateful for your words. They strengthened me in this difficult time. Thank you so much.
So sorry to hear about that, but mom is going to respond to you just now before we go to the news.
I'm sorry, sweetheart, for what you're going through, but in the process, please, and I beg you, don't lose yourself. Don't lose your kindness.
Okay, if you can just hold the line so we can get your details, and then we will connect you with Evangelist Gwatidzo. All right, please hold the line, don't drop the line. It is a few